Kia ora, I'm James Beck and this is Food and Wine Country. I've been cooking for 15 years in Hawke's Bay now and I just love it here. I love the people, I love the producers, I love the products. In this behind the scenes series, I'm really excited to be pulling back the covers and show you the beating heart of Hawke's Bay Food and Wine Country.
Perfect.
Wow, what a beautiful spot. Here we are at Tomato House, just out of Havelock. I'm really looking forward to cooking here today.
Okay, so our first dish today is a really simple soup with a slight twist. So here I have a beautiful Hawke's Bay squash. And the twist is I'm going to show you how to smoke it in your oven. So the garlic I picked up from the Hawke's Bay Farmers Market from Tomato Garlic. Beautiful smoky smell. So I'm just going to pop in some chicken stock made using Bostock Brothers chicken frames. Yum, it's actually really good. So I've got this beautiful honey from Arataki and that just brings out the flavour of the pumpkin a little bit. This is a dish I served in gastronomy and people just loved it. I'm going to be cooking some beautiful matangi short rib. The likes of matangi, one, they're local, which I love, but also they've just got a really good attitude towards what they do. They really care about their products.
All the meat that goes into our business is all born on the property.
Right, yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah. But we give priority to our Angus beef. But no, we find the Angus are the best breed for this type of country.
I just start by preparing the aromatics first. Some lemongrass, which I picked yesterday. Put them in to make a base for the meat. And what I do as well is I just put a little weight on it. And that just means I get a really good sear. Taste on the sides as well. So I've got a nice crisp caramelisation on the top. Bone broth from the organic butchery. Chuck it in the oven and then leave it for at least 4 hours. I'm going to continue this theme of squash by cooking a butternut and blue cheese gratin to go with our short rib. So I've got the pumpkin and the kumara, putting on a cream reduction, again with the delicious tomato garlic. And I'm going to add some of this really interesting harissa paste from Okona. Yeah, that's much better, nice and spicy too. We start with a bit of cream at the bottom, and I'm just going to layer the pumpkin and the kumara in, crumble some of the cheese in, and then I'll put just a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds as well. And I'm just going to build it up like this all the way to the top. So this is from a little boutique cheesery called Craigie Range Sheep's Dairy. This blue is really quite special, it's just so cheesy. A bit like me at times.
Good to see you.
Good to see you brought the weather.
I've been working on this weather for a while, mate, to be honest.
So we'll make, all things considered, around 3.5 to 4 tonne of cheese this year.
Right.
Ocean Beach feta, Hamawana halloumi, Tiawangi yogurt, keeping it all locally, all local provenance.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, so that's the last layer. I'm just going to push that under so the cream gets all the way over top and pop it in the oven at 180 degrees for about 45 minutes. I'm going to show you how to pop these pumpkin seeds. It's exactly the same as doing popcorn. Have a look at that. Okay, so it's time to take out the short rib. So I can now feel that it's just starting to give there. And a real good way to check is just pulling the bones. And if the bones slide out easily, and then you know that it's cooked. I've got a beautiful stock here to use as well, and I'm going to use it to make the glaze. I'm just going to generously pour some of that glaze over. I'm going to pop it in a hot oven. I'm just going to keep reglazing that every 5 minutes so it gets a nice sticky crust. I'm just going to make a little mushroom and olive salad to go with our short rib and our gratin. So I've got some beautiful portobello mushrooms here from Tomato Mushrooms. Just going to slice them fairly thinly. I've got some burnt orange and fennel olives from Telegraph Hill, some rocket. I'm just going to make a really quick dressing and give that a good shake. And I'm just going to finish it off with some beautiful Craigie Range sheep dairy pecorino. So for dessert, I'm going to cook a seasonal lime dish. Got a little bit of fresh lime, of course, but also these beautiful products from St Andrew's limes.
It actually means that for a chef, it takes all the hard work out of it, eh? Because you've got your lime curd, you've got your burst, you've got your dressings.
So people at home can, take a little bit of citrus from the Hawke's Bay away with them and use it in their cooking at home, give it a little bit of oomph, a bit of citrus burst.
Now just going to gently work that flour in. I've got our crumble nicely cooked. Now it's time to party with the crumble. Some walnuts and some walnut products. I've got some Rush Monroe salted caramel ice cream here with a little drizzle of the thyme honey from Arataki. A textural feast.
In this behind-the-scenes series, we're going to discover the people and the produce that make Hawke's Bay such a great destination for foodies. Stay tuned for something delicious.